Nigeria's political space is constantly riddled with tales of political scandals, shocking utterances, and riveting tales of political misdemeanors. Latest on the media radar is the outcry of a former minister over his exclusion from President Buhari's 43-member ministerial list. Of the 43 ministers in Buhari's newly constituted cabinet, only 14 former ministers made the list, and Adebayo Shittu, former Minister of Communications, was not among the 14. 18 former ministers were not reappointed by Nigeria's president, and Shittu will be the first of the 18 to speak out against his exclusion. Shittu claimed that although he expected a reappointment, he had turned to his Muslim faith for comfort and is of the belief that his exclusion is the will of God. The former minister, who has been replaced by Ali Issa Patami, also revealed that his absence from the list means he can now return to his 40-year-old legal practice. He assured Nigerians he will continue to contribute to nation building. What the Ministry of Communication received under Shittu. Under the able leadership of Adebayo Shittu, the Ministry of Communication received 2016 budget of 15.9 billion naira, 2017 budget of 18.8 billion naira, 2018 budget of 19.8 billion naira. In the Ministry of Communications 2018 budget, 8.9 million naira was earmarked for refreshments and meals, 10 million naira for fumigation, and 47 million naira for traveling alone. The Senate Committee on Communication described the ministry's performance in 2018 as poor. The committee noted that out of the 121 capital projects budgeted for in 2018, only 17 had received attention, while 104 projects were abandoned by the Ministry of Communication. Shittu, however, denied these allegations and claimed to have saved the government 600 million naira in 2018. Shittu's controversies. Ex-Minister Adebayo Shittu is no stranger to controversy. The ex-minister expressed interest to contest the Oyo State 2019 governorship elections. However, his party, the APC, screened him out of the race in light of his failure to undertake the mandatory National Youth Service. Shittu took the APC to court for refusing to allow him contest and lost the case.
Kemi unfortunately had a fake certificate. I don't present any certificate. I didn't acquire one and so on. I simply was following the constitutional requirement that if you are qualified to contest an election and you contest, it's compulsory for you to move to serve the nation in the capacity over which you won an election.
Following his screening out of the governorship race, Shittu alleged that ex-governor Abiola Ajimobi blocked his governorship ambition in favor of his anointed candidate for fear of being jailed, and that Ajimobi himself did not have an NYSC certificate but was allowed to be governor for 8 years. Many consider this shocking that despite his lack of NYSC certificate, Shittu was able to emerge Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Oyo State. And he was also able to pass the legislative screening by the SSS and the National Assembly. Despite the backlash that followed Shittu's NYSC saga, President Muhammadu Buhari chose to retain him as minister till the end of his first tenure. Was Shittu's exclusion justified? Shittu could have been excluded for a number of reasons, such as incompetence, non-performance, his case with the APC's leadership, or his NYSC certificate scandal. One thing is, however, clear. The president retains the right to appoint and reappoint members of his cabinet, irrespective of capacity and competence. Shittu's replacement by Issa Ali Patami is no doubt a worthy successor to the ex-minister. Unlike Shittu, who was largely a stranger to the ICT sector, Pantami has an extensive professional and educational background in information technology. He holds a degree in computer science and was Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency for 3 years preceding his ministerial appointment. Rootstv, Nigeria.